Now we can go ahead, we can start raising it. Very quiet as well too. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the Tacklife electric sit stand desk. I did receive this product to review, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product, you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in my video description below. A couple of quick tech specs for you on this desk are as follows. 52 inches in length, 28 inches in width, 45.5 inches in height. The minimum height adjustment for this desk, if you want to use it sitting down, is 26.5 inches, with the max adjustment all the way up to 45.5 inches if you want to use this as a standing desk. This features one solid desk tabletop, which is really nice. And again, 52 by 28 by 45.5. Now let's go ahead, let's look at the retail box. So here's the retail box and packaging right here. You can see we have the Tacklife logo on it with our model number, electric height adjustable desk. We can go over to this side too and we can see more tech specs on this desk right here. It does weigh 75 pounds in the box. So you can see that with the model number again and some more measurements for you. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the package contents. Now you can see all the package contents right here, from our warranty card to the user guide and manual, all of our assembly parts, the tabletop as well, that is in one piece. You can see behind everything too, the two black legs that the desk will rest on. We have our parts kit as well with all of our cables and accessories as needed. Also want to point out at the bottom here, you can see we have installation steps on the product packaging itself. So they walk you through the 12-step process to set everything up right on the box. Now let's go ahead, before we get everything assembled, let's look at the user guide and manual in more detail. So here's a quick look at the user guide and manual going over the packaged contents and our individual installation steps right here. This is in multiple languages with charts and diagrams walking you through complete installation. You can see we have everything right there for the install process. And then we have precautions, assembly instructions, user guidance, maintenance, troubleshooting, and our product specs as well for the desk. And then you can see on the next page, it repeats the exact same steps in different languages. So we can go back to the very first page and you can see the 3 different language options that are supported with this user guide and manual. Now let's go ahead, let's get everything set up and installed. So first up, we're going to be attaching our end pipes right here to the frame itself. So we're going to attach the end pipes to the frame using the 4-piece screws right here, SB by 4 pieces. And we're also going to be using the SD Allen wrench to assemble everything in this step. So here you go, you can see the completed step right here. Again, we're going to be using these size screws, so you can see those screws. We're going to take the remaining 2 and do the same thing on the other side. Now you can see everything has successfully been installed. Now you can see we flipped over the frame. We lined it up on the back side, the bottom side of the desktop. Make sure to line the holes up properly. Also, go ahead, take your controller holder, slide it in place, get it ready for installation. It can move freely right here. Do this before you tighten everything down. Pay attention to how we have the frame on the back side of the desk. You can see where the motor is, where the controller holder is going to be. We also have some reference points right here on both sides with those screw holes and how you want everything facing. It will only line up one way, so make sure you have it the proper way for installation. Now we're ready to go ahead. We're going to use 10 of these bolts right here. We're going to fasten everything in place. Now that everything's tightened down, we're ready to attach the feet using the remaining 8 bolts that we have. We're going to use the remaining 8 bolts that you see right here, and we're going to attach the feet. Line everything up like you see right here. Drop the bolts in place and tighten down. Now you can see what it looks like with both sides completed, and we're ready for the next step. Now we're ready to take our last 2 remaining screws marked SC 2 pieces right here, and we're going to attach our controller to the desk. So you can see the 2 screw holes. Line the controller up, take the 2 screws, and use the included Phillips head screwdriver on the Allen wrench to tighten them down and in place. Now that we have it attached, we're ready to connect the rest of the controller to finish setup. So first up, we're going to go ahead, we're going to connect our desktop controller. Then we're going to plug in This cable right here, our adapter cable, we're going to plug it in this side. It only goes one way. And we're going to take the other piece you see right here. We're going to connect that to the desk itself. Plug that in so you can see we have that. Now we need to go ahead. We need to connect the power cable. And that's going to be our last connection. And we're ready to slide it into our holder arm. So there we go. We slid it right into the holder. Now we just need to go ahead and use the included cable ties, and we can tidy up all the wiring right here. And then we're ready to install the clips and then flip it over. So you can get a feel for how I tidied everything up. I used 2 out of the 3 included cable ties right here. I put one right here to keep this in place, and I have another one beside the motor on the other side with all of our extra control wire for the 2 buttons to raise it up and down. Now we're ready to go ahead and get the clips installed. So you can see I have one of the clips installed right here. We can install the other clip on this side. Just line it up, gently press in, and now you can see the clip is installed in place for additional storage of our power cord or anything else we want to use with this desk. Now you can see we have a fully assembled desk. Let's go ahead, plug it in, and try it out. So with the desk plugged in, you can see it at its lowest setting right now, a little bit more than knee high. I'm 5'9" for reference. Now we can go ahead, we can start raising it. Very quiet as well too. And this desk can go really high. So you'll see in a second, we're not even maxing out yet. Hip high right here. Past my hip now. And you can see that's the max height setting for this desk. You could lean up against it very comfortably. So if you do want to work standing up, you'll have no issues. And then again, you can just adjust it to the height setting that you prefer, somewhere in between that range. From fully extended, here's that max height again. And let's go back down to our minimum height. Or you could land somewhere in between, depending on what you're doing. So here we go. We're almost there. And you can see it goes up and down pretty quickly and very quiet with that motor. And there you can see the lowest height setting again. Now you can see I'm standing between both desk size options that are on the market today. To my left, we have the 48-inch version. To my right, we have the 52-inch version. So you can see if you're looking at them together, the width and the length is a little bit smaller on the 48-inch version. You can see on the 52-inch version that the length and the width is longer and wider with that. There are 2 different color options available. You can see both of the color choices right here. In regards to build quality, assembly process, and everything else, it's identical. They use the exact same parts. The only difference is the desktop at the top as well as the color of your choosing. Everything else works the same. So we have our controllers down here, and we can go ahead. We can use them and raise them both up if we want. So here we go. They're both going up, and you can see they started at the exact same height. And they're going to raise up to the exact same height as well, because again, the only difference is the tabletop and the color option. So you can see they're going up right now. There we go. Now they're both at the exact same height right here. And they went up at the same time. So everything works really nice. And you can see we can lower them back down. So you have a couple different options available depending on your color choice and the size of the space. You can choose between these 2 options. And we're almost there. There we go. There is the lowest height setting. Again, everything's identical besides the size of the desktop and the color. So let me share with you guys my final thoughts after assembling and using both the 48-inch and the 52-inch version of this desk. First, I was pleasantly surprised with the following. When you receive the kit full of all your parts and pieces, they have a dedicated section giving you 1 extra piece for everything within the entire kit. That is fantastic, and I wish more brands did that during the manufacturing process for their products. The last thing you want to do is get to assembly and you're missing a screw because somebody at the factory forgot to put one in or got lost in transit shipment, that sort of thing. So I love that we have that extra packet full of all the pieces we may or may not need. I love that feature. That really was a pleasant surprise. In regards to the whole assembly process, it was very simple and straightforward. Anybody will be able to do it. I'd say just give yourself around 30 minutes or so, maybe 45 minutes to get everything assembled for the desk, regardless of the size that you get. Honestly, everything else is the same, so it's just a different tabletop at the top of the desk. So you can expect a very similar 30-45 minute installation time at the most. It'll come down to just how good you are with tools and if you've done anything like this in the past. Other than that, I think my biggest concern is just that it arrives to you not damaged in transit. These things are heavy, and so they don't get treated the best as they make their way to you throughout the whole shipping process. So that's probably the biggest concern, to make sure that you get all the pieces that you need and nothing comes damaged. Other than that, the desk works as advertised. Well, that concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, the product link will be in our video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Any purchase made through that link helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. So we're really grateful and thankful for all of your support. While you're at it, can you go ahead and hit that like button for us? And subscribe to our channel. We have new content coming out daily, and we don't want you to miss anything. Please go ahead and give us a follow online and make it a clean sweep. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Discord. You can message us on WeChat, check out our website, and join our free newsletter. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget, new content daily, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.